Hi there, Evan here with Crypto and Markets for Thursday, April 5th, 2018. Doing a quick little video here before I head home for the day. There was an article that came out in the Toronto Star yesterday talking about what some buyers are going through right now on a Mattamy Homes subdivision out in Oakville. Talking about the change in the mortgage rules, the Fair Housing Plan, aka foreign buyers tax, the Ontario government put in around April last year. By the way, for everyone affected in that subdivision, my heart goes out to you. I'll go ahead and leave a link to that article in the description down below. I suggest you all go ahead and read it. The article isn't my real reason for this video today, though. My real reason for today's video, and I talked about this in a video I did about a few months ago, I talked about the trade-up effect. Essentially, I'll leave a link to the video in the description down below where I do explain it a lot more in depth. Effectively, your first house is a condo, you then get a girlfriend, whatever. You move up into a bigger condo, townhouse, semi-detached. You get married, start a family. You move into a detached home. That, effectively, in a nutshell, explains that chain there. The reason why I'm doing today's video is the latest numbers for Toronto came out. And in the article, by the way, I will mention this as well. Detached new home prices to the month of March in the GTA are down 20% year over year. And the number for the GTA and the MLS report for April came out. It's down between 50 and 20% year over year. But what are you starting to see now? Look at townhomes, look at semi-detached. They're down between 5 and 10% now too. And condos, which had steady mid to high single-digit year-over-year gains, are now up only 3% year-over-year. So again, that trade-up effect you're starting to see take effect now. In fact, he even mentions in this video, when some of the families were trying to sell their homes to go ahead and move into some of the houses that are already ready in that subdivision, or other ones, etc., they were forced to take a lot less when they sold the home they're in right now. The buyers are getting very cute here. The buyers know what's going on in the detached market. I mean, all they got to do is just go on the internet and look it up, for Pete's sake. They know what's going on. So the buyers now are starting to see they have leverage. And they're seeing, okay, if I'm paying $350 for a one-bedroom condo, let's say, or $400,000 or whatever, and for not much more I can get into a two-bedroom, why the heck am I paying a premium? And also as well, to factor in, with the new stress test rules, they're not going to be eligible for that two-bedroom anyways. And again, you have as I mentioned in previous videos, we're so levered to the hills in this country. As far as debt goes, you have no idea. The alternative lenders aren't going to be there to save you anymore. Have you seen the price action in those stocks lately? So effectively, everything I mentioned in my videos on this, really since the beginning of this channel, is starting to come true now. And even look what's happening in some of the subdivisions now. As I've mentioned, as Lost Canuck has mentioned, as Mike Martins has mentioned, as Formafist has mentioned, you name it. We did state of the people that bought in the last 12 to 24 months and are right now stand in a losing position, they're starting to walk away from their deposits. And if you see the price of some of these homes are selling, like the Mattamy Homes in the Toronto Star article, for example. These are $1 million homes. These weren't cheap homes. So even if you're walking away from 5%, that's still $50,000. It's not chump change. Then every single Toronto real estate agent goes on TV. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Again, business media. How can you be so stupid to take real estate advice from someone who's paid on commission to sell homes? Of course they're going to tell you everything's rosy. How else do you think they make a living? Like, someone in the comments below, please. Am I crazy for thinking this? Like, am I thinking this wrong? I don't know. And again, there's been, look at mortgage growth in this country. Mortgage growth has been negative now the last 3 months. And look at the action in the banks. They're starting to sell off CDOs like what happened right before the 2007 subprime crisis in the US. I even did a previous video on this. Talked about Canada in 2017 being the US in 2006. Forget the Bank of Canada. The banks are acting the same way. I mean, I don't mean to sound upset. I don't mean to instill fear in people. But I think most people will watch this video, see what's going on out there. We're an over-leveraged system. The system's starting to tighten up now. A lot of it forced, of course, because of the new mortgage stress test rules, but anyways. And also another thing as well. Look in the article. In the article's under this false illusion, the alternative lenders are going to save them. Again, I did a video on this 4 months ago. I said, the alternative lenders are under the same mortgage stress test rules as the regular banks. Oh, I'll take out a second loan, make up the difference. It doesn't matter. Loan to value now, if you combine all mortgages, whether you combine the regular mortgage, home equity line of credit, second mortgage, whatever, the total amount combined of all the loans against that property on a loan to value basis can't be more than 90%. And if you're an asset that's already down 15, 20%, do the math. It's going to seriously tighten up how much you can borrow against that home. I mean, when the home was $1.5 million last year, combined loans could be $1.5 million, right? And that same home is worth only $1.25 now, and you can only have 90% against it. Right there, as far as getting any sort of extra loan against your house, you already have 25% less spending power. And in the over-leveraged system, the foreclosures haven't happened yet. That's going to be the next shoe to drop. I mean, the banks already know it. Why do you think they're trying to offload all these loans? They don't want to be stuck holding the bag. And then the Scotiabank CEO comes on recently during his conference call. Everything is okay. Housing market's going to go up this year. Of course he's going to say that. Please, buy my loans. Take this crap pool off my balance sheet. I mean, people will live through 2007. A lot of them are still trading today. How many of them take the bait? I guarantee you, as far as comparing it to 2007, it won't be as many of them. People who have worked in investment banking then. A lot of them have retired. I mean, there's still the veterans that are still there. But remember, these banks had to fire a lot of people, a lot of investment bankers after the 2007 subprime crisis. So the fact of the matter is, there's less people working on Wall Street. There's less people working on Bay Street than there were before, right? So just factor that in. Your buying pool's down. I mean, look. I think I've ranted on this enough here. All I'm going to say is, everything I've mentioned in these videos since I've started this channel, you look in the news. Every single thing I've said in this video about the housing bubble has come out to be true. Perfect place to go ahead and leave it. Hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. And I'm self-funded now, guys. Any donation you can make to this channel is great. Link will be down below as well as the Toronto Star article, and my previous video talking about the trade-up effect from about 2 months ago, and then my video from talking about the alternative lenders, how they're not going to save Canada about 4 or 5 months ago. Y'all have a good day.